Thank you so much, Sir Bo. No? But Mr. Bo, we are here at the DSP, the District Press Conference of the Corners District, and we are so thankful because you accepted the call, of course, to be one of the resource persons, especially for our press conference. And earlier, we had nice conversations, and of course, children were able to ask questions from you, particularly your journey of the book. And I'm not actually talking about one book alone, but you have been already producing a lot of books, and so many books that are still in your mind that you're going to produce. May we know, Sir Bong, about what inspired you to come up or to write these books? And I know that this book becomes already, shall we say, viral.
Yeah.
This one already took recognitions coming from different organizations, and I have known that this one is already recognized internationally. So, what inspired you really to come up with these books?
Okay, Sir Wayne. First, God inspired me to write a book because God knew that many people nowadays wanted to see hope and experience the joy in their life, despite, as I've said earlier, the rejections, the failures, the disappointments, and the pains that they are going through. You know, Sir Wayne, a writer could not be effectively writing a book if he or she has not encountered his or her own wounds in life. From those wounds, a writer will be able to uplift his or her perspective about how people should handle these problems, these negativities, and challenges along the way. A writer would not be able to motivate people if he or she has not experienced being discouraged, being rejected, being betrayed. In other words, there is no inspiration in life if you have not experienced being expired, being tired, and being unloved sometimes. Because from that perspective of being unloved, you will bring out the best expression of love to yourself so that others will not experience being unloved by others. So, in writing my book, I believe, Sir Wayne, I am able to give love to those unloved, share the hope to the hopeless, give encouragement to those who have been discouraged, and see the perfect will of God to those who are already losing their faith in God. So that is the reason why I am inspired by God to write a book. It's not so easy to write a book, but when your heart is filled with passion, with commitment and love to touch the heart of the reader. I know Filipinos are not book readers and writers. And that is something that I did not expect in my publishing a book. But you know, God has been so good because my books have already reached internationally. So that means even if Filipinos, even my friends, members of my family are not reading my books because that is the culture of the Filipinos, not really interested in reading a book. But God wanted my books to be read by other people in the world. So with that, I am so blessed and thankful to God, Sir.
Thank you so much, Sir Paul. So, you do something for me, it's an inspiration. And because God has actually told you with such talent, and over the years, you have already spent honing these particular skills. And what could be your advice to our young people right there? If writing a book is not actually an easy job, no? It entails a lot of hardship, maybe. And number one is one cannot write if you didn't have something in his head. If this person that you have doesn't have sword knowledge. So what would be your advice to those aspirants or those people out there who are interested to, write a book for themselves, not for others?
Okay, thank you for the question, Sir Weng. My advice to those of you who are interested to write a book, be ready to be rejected. Be willing to experience pains in life. And allow yourself to be drawn into negative situations, because the more you are drawn to negative situations, the wider and the greater perspective you will bring out in the end. So, if you notice, Sir Wayne, most of the writers experience so much pains in their life. If you have fewer pains in your life, you will not be able to write your book effectively. So, my advice is, if you experience rejection, failures, disappointments, brokenness, and pains in your life, that is where you draw out yourself to become a meaningful and effective writer someday.